Well, Tunisia went from being one of the harshest dictatorships in the Arab world to being the country that most people think has the most promise in the space of 4 or 5 short years.
The revolution must be made here.
People are free now. People have the possibility to say what they want, to say their opinions.
Since the revolution, there is more opportunities for everyone to be involved in politics.
So the revolution brought freedom. But a new democracy has a cost.
Mohamed Bouazizi, frustrated with the way the country was run, set himself on fire, and so people hit the Tunisian streets. In a few short weeks after the self-immolation, Ben Ali, the leader of Tunisia, was forced from the country. Very little bloodshed, very little chaos, very little violence, and they came together and they gave themselves some time and room to come up with a plan. It took several years actually to form a constitution. They worked very carefully on inclusion, that actually encouraged people to form citizen-based organizations.
Since my childhood, I've been very interested in politics. It was quite natural for us to be involved in the mobilization and especially demonstrations. Another party came to me and suggested that I actually lead the list in France.
Aujourd'hui, nous sommes en train d'écrire une nouvelle page de notre histoire.
My background was not political at all. I'm a software engineer originally, and I've been in the business, in the banking business. So maybe 13 days after the revolution, I've been called to be in the technocrat government.
I'm a women entrepreneur in Tunisia. As a businesswoman, I was very active in the civil society because we had many problems. For us, as a member of parliament, we have to make some reforms.
Just after revolution, we was trying to find a way how to support this new democracy. In just 3 months, we succeed in recruiting, training, and deploying more than 4,000 volunteers to observe the first free and fair election, and Muraqibun was born.
This situation for me was definitely a big challenge, but also an occasion to prove to young people that we actually have our place in the political landscape.
So pretty important year, the end of 2014, the first truly free, truly open, truly representative elections in Tunisia's modern history. And what Tunisia was remarkable for was what I didn't see. What I didn't see were protests. I didn't see huge long lines. Everyone accepted that the result was fair and that the result was what people cast their ballots for.
What I have to do is very big. We are trying to change the way of working in our country, but it's very slow.
Tunisia is still in a transitional period of time. There are some achievements, politically speaking, but in terms of social and economical issues, we are in a situation that is even less developed than 2011, in fact.
The poor shape of economy is actually kind of threatening democracy.
Tunisia is suffering from targeted attacks on the tourist industry. You have ISIS clearly recruiting among young Tunisians. So there are challenges to Tunisia's relative peace and stability.
يحتم اتخاذ التدابير الاستثنائية التي تهدف إلى تأمين السير العادي لدواليب الدولة في أقرب الآجال.
Everyone have a dream, and if he don't attain the dream, they be desperate.
We need to tackle this disappointment, this feeling that there is no hope, and this is one of our duties as politicians.
We should give them faith, we should give them hope.
There is not a single country from Morocco all the way through to Iran that is not in the midst of an historical change. The changes wrought by the Arab Spring have not stopped. They have led, in many cases, to instability, to violence, to wars. And then there's Tunisia.
we prove that democracy and Islam can coexist together. They are compatible.
Tunisia that had a revolution, that got rid of a dictator, created new institutions, now they want to move forward.
We have to begin now.
We need to teach our young generations why is it important to be active in politics.
Yes, I'm optimistic, otherwise I won't be here. Huh? We are a hub between the West and the East. We are a hub between Europe and Africa. So I'm optimistic because the potential is really huge.
We can be an inspiration to our neighborhood. It's not only for us, but it's a gift that we share with humanity, I'll say.